Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of our course. I hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July holiday. It was actually a little chilly and rainy here in Indiana. And so this week what we're going to be talking about are continuing our discussion of ethics. Now that we kind of have a foundation of what are some ethical theories, what are some different approaches that we can take to analyzing ethical issues, is we're going to look at what are the impacts of having a formalized code of ethics. So a lot of organizations and companies will have a written code that is meant to specify, but as the articles show, while these can be helpful, if it's not well written or not well done, it's not going to achieve the goals necessarily. So for one of your assignments this week, you're going to find an actual written code of ethics. This can be from your own organization, really any organization out there. You can Google and look at them. So I went ahead and Googled the Purdue Code of Ethics, and you can see it's called the Statement of Integrity and Code of Conduct. And it is a pretty extensive document. And so what you'll be doing for your assignment is going through the 5 elements of, is there a purpose statement? Do they cover potential dilemmas? Are there depth and detail to guide decision making? Is it an accessible writing style? Could your basic person understand? And are there administrative procedures? And so looking at this, right away when you see the preamble, this is what I would consider the purpose of this. Why do we need this? So for example, this sentence: our responsibilities and obligations toward the advancement of learning, discovery, engagement in the university and in Indiana extend to our nation and the world. This statement of integrity is meant to provide an overarching declaration that informs specific policies and procedures regarding conduct, enforcement, and accountability. So as you can see, this is a pretty overarching and extensive thing. And then we get to the actual statement, and that's where we talk about what they mean. And so it's kind of some key buzzwords that I noticed in here. We act with honesty, we adhere to the highest standards of moral and ethical values and principles through personal and professional behavior. Now this is a great statement, but what exactly does that mean? And that's one of the things when you're analyzing the code of conduct. It's one thing to say we're going to act with integrity or we're going to act morally, but what does that mean? So then you get more in depth. So it talks about we champion freedom of expression, safeguard academic freedom, we treat all students equitably, and it goes forth. And so what you would do in your assignment is look at, does it meet these things? Are there more specific things? What are the key values that this is promoting? And you really need to ask yourself, would the average employee read this and be able, based on what's provided here, know in a situation if they're making the correct ethical decision? So that is the other big assignment you have for this week is you're going to submit a proposal for your topic for the final paper. And you may have noticed I did start a page under the week 2 in which I posted a link to an article about the recent Donald Trump tweeted about Hillary Clinton, and people have said that it was an anti-Semitic cartoon. It was from a site. And so I will continue throughout the week to kind of post, and I'll actually do this throughout the course. If I see things in the news, you are free to use those for your final topic. But what I want you to do is find a current event that has an ethical question. Is there a way that we can say this organization acted in an unethical or ethical way, and then go forward. And I highly encourage you, choose something that interests you, potentially something from your area of specialty, those kind of things, and really start to think about, and then you'll start to gather information. So for example, with Donald Trump, there isn't an overarching statement of ethics. Potentially the Republican National Convention has one you could look at, but let's say it was an issue with a corporation like Disney World, and there was questions about their integrity and their ethical decision making. You could go and look up Disney's code of ethics, and then you would want to apply, and then you might come to the conclusion that their code of ethics is lacking. So as always, I look forward to talking with everyone in the discussion. I really enjoyed our discussion from the first week. I will be grading your initial discussion and getting those back to you by the end of this week. As always, if you have any questions, if there's something you want to share, you can definitely post it and ask an instructor, ask a peer. You can post on the discussion board, and I hope you all have a great week.